So hello, I'm back around and go ahead and do a nice little energy check update. If anybody cared to listen in here, I'm going to share my opinion on it from my cards and my selection. But of course, how y'all doing today? So right here for this energy update that's going on that I'm getting, right, is it's very intriguing. It's very, 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 very intriguing. The card that came out that brings in the intriguing feeling, I don't know how to pronounce that at all, if you can see it. Yeah. But at the bottom, it's number 44, Storm. So, it's like, off of this vibration, right, it's like saying the storm thing, but it's more or less for me the way I'm interpreting. For a viewer, it's asking you the question of what is a storm? What do you classify as storm? A hurricane, a tornado, a little bit of rain. But is storm is only a weather. Do you sit there and use storm as an adjective? As an adjective to describe an accident that happened that you've seen, or a relationship, or like they do in the movie X-Men, it's a character name. Is it a slang term? What is storm really meaning? It's like storm is a independent thing. It's a perception. It just depends on your perception of a storm, and that's what really counts with this card. Is more to me reflecting the perception and how you apply this word. Is it an adjective? Is it taking the place of a noun? What group do you put it in? How many groups do you put it in? Those things really count, right? So to clarify this energy, came up with number 35, which is interesting because this is a 44, which is an 8, and this is a 35, which is an 8. So what I'm saying is bringing the perception out. 4, okay, we know it equals 8, but on the perception, it's not the only way to get to the number 8. That's why you got the 3 and the 5. But the thing about the rose that's coming here is more or less like, how many shades of roses are there? How many colors? How many meanings come with a rose? The white rose, the yellow rose, the red rose, the black rose. It's a lot of different colors that come from a rose. And that's where everything really is still clarifying it. It's really about a perception. So, going into this week overall, for anybody that comes and you was guided to come here, not whatever way it goes, where you feel the vibration, everything is on a perceptional point of view. And could be sensory, which perception is a sensory, so. But yeah, so I wanted to get, I got 4 more cards for clarification. So what I thought was so mostly intriguing about this is the overlap of emotions. You have, in the color transition, is very intriguing now too. Because you have emotions in the intellect in the blue, which is representing my water element. But then you have this orangey yellowish color, red a little bit hue up inside of there that can represent fire, even possibility air. But intellect usually normally people assume to be air. So it's like, from the perception of view of reading this, and we're talking about storms, What do intellect got to do with emotions when it comes to the average tarot description of dealing with water? Where do the intellect come in at? It's more not there. It's all talking about emotions. So intellect seems to be something that's more airy, right? Gives you, it's talking about the intelligence and everything like that. So, and then you got, once again, backing it up, emotions standing out strong. But it's not like, once again, you have a balancing act that's going here, right? This sword that's here, and you have the two people, and you have a dragon that's there, right? It's neat how it's working, but that person is down there, right? That's still perception. So, do perception affect your emotions? Do perception affect your intellect? If both of them came out yes, what part you control? What part you don't control? And in all of them, it's only a thought. It's only a belief. Don't look for the proof, even though the proof is the reason why you answer it. Oh, I just found those to be intriguing. So the next thing that came up, which is very intriguing with it, in the mixture of this whole description, is the Two of Wands. So it's like, and the Union card. Two of Wands and Union in this type of energy. So what is, are you directly thinking about what you manifesting? Are you aiming to manifest it? How much of the details make a difference in your manifestation that plays a role in the way that you have your self-esteem and self-confidence? What is your conscious thing in theory? What do you really search for when you trying to listen to a reading that's doing tarot cards? Is this the type of language you want to hear? Is this what you really thought you was going to hear? Do you like what you're hearing? You know what I'm saying? It's that manifestation. It's almost like, now a lot of times a storm is something that is a chemical combustion. It's usually more than one ingredient or one more element that's involved that assists in the storm. So where's the assistance at? Who is assistant? Are you the assistance? Are you going to always be assistance? Do you got a problem with being assistance? What is assistance? How is assistance even getting applied? You know, what is it? So it's like I was looking at a video for a prime example, and it was like showing this thing about kids answering questions, and it said something about define the word cap, and the little kid said lion. Now, on the flip side, cap is close to wearing a head garment, right? Maybe they're serving as baseball or football, you know, a logo being placed on something. But it's usually on the bottle top. So, you know, but cap could be defined object on the bottle top. But what I'm trying to say is the format is still the same. It's going to be interesting. The energy is here. Is I don't see it nothing daily more different than the daily function. This type of general reading on the energy is more or less for people who need that help to understand, like, okay, am I tripping? Am I too much in a routine? Is this happening? Or what am I feeling right now? Why when I'm not doing this and I'm having these emotions? So, you know, you can't avoid the static energy that's in the air. What's there? You breathing it. You need it. You believe you need it. right? To keep surviving, air makes a difference. So this is something unavoidable, and it's going to, like I said, affect people many ways, in different ways, but it's far as down here, a lot of side effects that could be felt from it. It's very judgmental energy. It could be some few quick tempers. It can definitely be some boldness. It's going to be a change of language. You might see a different trend of language starting to coming back around. It's going to be some different trends modified, that will be coming up out of this. Is for self and more deep, close, and personal. Yeah, people are going to go through some real judgmental aspects. Some people are going to have tough times. Some people are going to have some alright times. I mean, it's nothing normal than a norm, but I'm just describing the energy and trying to help people understand why things are already normal. It's like calling for normalcy when things are really already normal. It just don't appear to be. Meaning social media swallow up everybody First Amendment rights. It caused the storm. Where you see the storm at is people wearing masks. Point blank. There's a lot of people who can't even connect the dots between losing your First Amendment rights because you're still talking, you're still doing this, but not realizing you judging every situation, calling for normalcy, and not realizing why you're wearing the mask. So perception is one of those things that's involved in it. So it's not really no split detail. It's just, it is what it is. This is the energy and the way that I'm able to translate the messages and bring the examples in. If you would like to know or feel like you need someone to talk to, check out my information. And I have some where like I want to chat, don't have to use no cards. You just want to chat and just get some things off your chest or whatever. Ask a couple of questions of advice. Just do the want to chat service, So I hope y'all enjoy this, and good luck to all of us as we travel through these days of our lives. Till the next time.